Hey everybody, how's it going? TheJonnyKage here, welcoming you back for more Let's Play Lufia 2, Rise of the Sinestrals, and believe it or not guys, something very terrible happened. I accidentally deleted the original part that was supposed to be here, so here's a quick recap of what happened in the 10 minutes that's going to be missing. We got the crown back. You don't actually fight those two thief guys. They try to set up a trap for you to get washed away by this current of water. It backfires on them, they get washed away, they leave the crown behind. You grab the crown, take it to the king, he gives you 500 gold. That's what you missed in a nutshell. I'm sorry, I won't let it happen again. I was just cleaning up my desktop and it happened. So here we are. Are you able by any chance? Yes, what is it? I came here to find the key you've taken. Oh, the key is... What's wrong? The key is... Your grandpa was so upset. He said you shouldn't treat that key as a toy. I'm in trouble. Give me the key right now. But, what is it? Come on! Hey, Johnny. It doesn't work that way. Would you tell me what really happened? I won't get upset at you. Please? A huge monster suddenly appeared, and I was so freaked out I threw the key at it. And that monster took the key and went inside the dungeon. Okay, I understand. Don't worry, we'll find the key for you. Really? Yes, so promise me you're not going to do this again, okay? I promise, and I'll apologize to Grandpa too. That a boy. Now this place is dangerous, so go back to your Grandpa. I will. Please be careful. You're so good with kids, Tia. I'm just prepared, that's all. Of course. If only you could understand what I mean by that, I wouldn't be so frustrated. What's on your mind, Tia? Oh, nothing. Let's go, Johnny. I love how he can just, like, sense that when she walks off, she's thinking of something. What's going on, Tia? Must be something. So anyhow, what's going on here is that not only was the crown the big, like, thing that we had problem we had to solve here in this area, we also got to get the key back to the shrine to move on to the next area, which is a plot device. As we're starting to get really into the story now. You can't tell yet, but this is actually starting up the real story of the game. So, let's navigate around this dungeon, see what we got here. This is a really annoying trap, and I'm glad that it didn't take me as long to figure out as it has before in the past. Well, not figure out, but set up, I should say. You have to put down, they give you two pots, one there and one there, and what you've got to do is not fight the monsters. You got to set them two of them on the switches, and then you got to lure one of the monsters onto the switch, which is normally not that hard. As you can see there, it worked out all right. Sometimes it takes forever though, it seems, but when the monster does step on the switch, it tends to work out pretty well. They just stay right there. They don't move. You have the needle lizards. They're the new upgrade of the regular lizards in this level. Fumi out there, or Tack, as I should say. So I used to calling him Fumi for years. Tack, taking care of business. We'll get in first on these guys. We got the, we'll show off some of our IP techniques. This is Ice Attack for Johnny, and Dive for Tia, which is the move that we got from the Eagles. And the Ice Attack looks like a normal slash, but very powerful. And the Centopez, well, we'll take him out with no problem now, because we're at a ridiculously high level. But that's just me. I love level grinding, especially when you can do it at a really high level. So that's just me. It's just what I do. It's like me when I play Pokemon. Simple switch puzzle there. Then you come across this chest, and if we can defeat this evil needle lizard, we shouldn't have any problem at all being able to take this guy out. Take that! Fumi, hit. Yeah, Fumi Tack, he's really useful. I can't say it enough that you get a lot of like little guys in your party to help you out in some other games, but he's really worthwhile. So we found the horse rock, and that will give us the move Frenzy, which is a step up. It's an IP technique. Step up from Dive, which the Eagle Rock gave us, but the thing is that it increases your strength and attack, so I think we're going to be giving this one to myself. It just seems to make a bit more sense. And then we'll just move right along. I'm really happy when I'm able to do these caves in the way that they were meant to be done. Here's a little puzzle where you have to put the pot down on the part of the staircase that needs to be lit up. Very difficult. Oh, the crazy puzzles these Super Nintendo games had. They're all sorts of hard. Alright, big room full of monsters. Definitely scary. Oh man, what's down here? Oh no, not another staircase. Alright, what's in here? Oh, Well, this is nice. Like, I can get used to this. And look at that. Oh, hidden passageway. There's a lot of them behind those vines, actually. I mentioned that before, but check out the vines always and make sure that you hit all of them, because there might be something. Most of the time you can tell like that. You can clearly tell there was something on the back there. So, not a big deal all in all. We'll use Brave on Johnny, increase his guts. I'm not quite sure what guts do. I don't know, maybe crit, raise your crit stat? Not positive, but it's not a stat you see in a lot of RPGs, so I'm not going to worry about it too much. Do a little bit of backtracking here. Let's see what we got up here, huh? Let's see what's upstairs, number 1. Looks like this might lead us out to... Yep, that leads us out to where we started. So that's where we would have gone if we would have taken that route. Well, let's make our way back down here, see what we got. Oh my gosh, we run into a Mega Moth! Mega Moth attack! Oh, they do this crazy... I think they put you to sleep if you give them the chance. But they're not any more difficult than anything else is. They're actually pretty easy as far as the group of new enemies is concerned. The Needle Lizards are a bit more difficult, I would say. So here we have the Northwest Cave. Oh man, this is going to be a long fight here, because you can either click on these treasure chests or not to get the items, but as soon as you take one of them, then the spikes will come up. And you get a high magic, get a high potion, and you get a power brace, which is a pretty nice accessory, but then you're stuck with the dilemma of having to fight your way out, which isn't so much of a problem. See the power brace, pretty useful. It made up for what I lost with putting that horse rock on me. But man, now we gotta fight our way through a whole slew of bad guys, including these small crabs, which aren't the hardest hitting enemies, but they've got a lot of defense, and they're going to cause you a lot of trouble with having to take them out. But anyhow, that gives me time to talk about other things. Yay! Like the fact that Ninja Turtles is almost done, and the fact that I'm finally going to start playing Battletoads, because everyone wants me to. And look at that, poisoned. Terrible, terrible. It was, you know, I put in my 100 subscriber thank you video whether you guys wanted to see me play Battletoads or Super Mario RPG, and it was overwhelmingly Battletoads. And you know what? I play a lot of easy games, so I'm not at all surprised that people said that, and you know, I owe it to the people to play a more difficult game, because RPGs are fun, people love watching through them, and I did Ninja Turtles just because I really want to do a Ninja Turtles game. That's as nostalgic gets for me right there. Watch for the last part of that. I just put out the third part of it today, so check that out if you have not. Another big thing is that on October 22nd, you guys may be familiar with a certain Pat the NES Punk. He does a lot of work on RetroWare TV. He's been around for quite a while. He just did a video not too long ago with the Angry Video Game Nerd when they went over to the Nintendo World Championships cart, which was really cool. But he's doing his second annual NES Marathon, and it's for charity, and it's for a charity called Child's Play. And what it does is it gives video games and other fun, entertaining equipment to kids that are terminally ill. And, you know, you might say, well, that's not that great, because, you know, it would be more worthwhile to give to cancer research or something like that. But, you know, these are kids that are terminally ill, and if it takes their mind off of real life, which really sucks in general, and especially rough for them, then more power to them. And it's going to be held on October 22nd. You can see it on, go to RetroWare TV for more details on it, and donate as much as you can. I'm going to donate some money, definitely, and it's going to be 48 hours, or I think it's 48 hours of just playing NES games. So check it out if you have a chance. It should be really fun. Hopefully there's a chat up at the time, because I'll be in there chatting with people, definitely. So check it out if you're able to. But anyhow, now we're down in this cave dungeon area, which seems like it's a whole new place in and of itself, when in fact it's really not. All we've got to do here is hit 2 switches to lower the water, and then we'll be able to fight the boss. Ooh, these dungeons with bosses. Oh, those are the days. Not that dungeons don't have bosses nowadays. Oh man. But anyhow, I really am getting addicted to Plants vs. Zombies too. I've been watching Nintendo Capri Sun play it, and oh man, That is just like such an addictive game. And I downloaded a free trial of it last night and played it for the hour that it allowed me to. And I got to like the middle of the second world. I was like flying through it just because I'd learned so much watching Nintendo Capri Sun play it. But I don't know, I might get that. But I don't want to get it until I beat Resident Evil 4 because I really hate like getting a new game and then completely neglecting the old game that you really want to play through, because I've got enough game ADD as it is. I really don't need to be bothered by having another game to mess with me. That and on top of work and everything, real life stuff. Alright, so you come down here, lots of little areas, lots of hidden walls. There we find a miracle. I think it's like our third miracle. Jeez, we found a lot of those. But we can make our way out now, and now that we've hit the 2 water switches, we're going to be able to go and fight the boss, who has the stolen key. Oh, look at this. Look at this setup. He's got blue torches, and he's got a little nice carpet where we can heal up and save the game beforehand. And, oh, try to hide yourself behind a destructible wall, will you? Well, I can handle that. Oh, and so here's the Goblin Man. Who are you? Didn't you pick up the key a little kid threw at you? We'd like it back if you don't mind. It's mine now. We'll never let it go. Dun 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 dun. So here we go. It's a Regal Goblin. These guys actually become normal enemies you find out in the overworld eventually. But right now he's good enough to be an end boss. And look at this. We're just kicking the hell out of this guy. We've already done like 150 damage to him. All he can do is one measly 23 hit. And I even have enough IP to be able to use Ice Attack again. Let's see what I can do. We'll ever do Classic Spark, which just looks awesome. I remember the first time I saw that. Fireballs raining down from the heavens. That's just such a badass move. Man, Ice Attack is just vicious. Calls companions. Companions appear. I don't think companions never don't appear when he does that, so that just makes sense. Let's try doing Dual Spark, which will cut the amount of damage it does, but yeah, it did cut it pretty significantly. Still, hit both of them. Attack defends. Oh well, as long as he's still taking hits for the team, which he just did wonderfully there, then I really don't mind. Let's switch it up. Let's try Droplet. That's a newer magic. That'll probably have more damage with it. Not bad, not bad. At least we can probably take out that Goblin by doing this. And myself and Foamy, or Tack, as you will take on the Regal Goblin guy. More Droplet. Yeah, a little overpowered for this, but I'd rather be overpowered than underpowered and somehow die against this guy. Boom, there you go. 1801 experience. Tia levels up. Ooh, that's a good one. She got a lot of HP on that one too. And Tack levels up. Yeah, he doesn't get too high levels up being a capsule monster and all, but oh well. So found the Shrine Key. We're going to the next area. We're going to take care of that next time. This has been TheJonnyKage. Subscribe, like, comment if you have not, and I will talk to you guys tomorrow.